Hi, this is Ujjwal Banerjee here. I started a social enterprise by the name Walking Within a couple of years back to contribute towards the areas of social emotional well-being and clarity of thought. My journey in education started in 2007. Prior to that, my qualification was in the realm of engineering and management domain, and I was particularly drawn towards kind of issues and concerns about education. Having worked in that domain for 4 to 5 years, I actually realized that there were a lot of questions that could emerge from the field for which I really didn't have any kind of theoretical grounding. And I started looking out for academic programs to kind of strengthen that. And a good friend of mine actually expressed about this program on MA in elementary education, which was being offered by TISS. And I had no background of sociology at that point in time. I just went for the program, and thankfully I made it to that. And I would say that for me, amongst all the 3 academic programs that I have had a chance to engage with, I felt this one closest to what I was really kind of seeking. It may also be because perhaps I was kind of, my slant eventually kind of emerged in the area of education. But even otherwise, the way the courses were actually opened, the way different subjects or different courses actually were introduced to us, there was a distinct kind of richness, and the richness came in perhaps because the way the faculty themselves were relating themselves to their own academic programs. So, and the other factor which I found really fascinating is that it appeared that I knew education to a large extent before the course, but when you start doing the course, you actually realize what education fundamentally is all about. And then the transdisciplinary nature of education. So you have sociology, you have history of education, you have philosophy of education, psychology, and so on and so forth. Apart from that, as far as the pragmatics of the program is concerned, given the fact that it allowed me to continue my professional work along with engaging with the course, so that was enabling, because otherwise I would have had to take a couple of years break, and I'm not sure whether it would have been possible for me to do. But it was demanding actually, because on one hand you have to meet the demands of your professional life, and on the other hand you have also to kind of get into these serious readings, engaging with classroom discussions and all. But at the end of it all, I would say that you are transformed as an individual, not just intellectually in terms of having had introduction to a variety of theoretical constructs, but fundamentally about how you conceptualize life, how do you understand social relations, how do you understand these courses within the wider framework of social justice. All these things actually came by virtue of having participated in this academic program, and therefore I don't think so I could have really contributed or whatever I intend to contribute without this kind of a program, which I happen to kind of gain from TISS. So my best wishes to anybody whosoever is kind of wanting to enroll into the program, that first of all, don't have any kind of, I would say, ideas that it's going to be easy, or I don't know, whatever thoughts you may want to come to the course with, but the best attitude would perhaps be to have an open mind and be prepared to kind of get into these programs, these courses, come up with your questions and engage with that thoroughly. And you will find a beautiful blend of theory and practice, which will leave you at a different level of richness at the end of it all. So wish you all the very best. Thank you.